Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. That's right, let's go. Dude, today we're going to talk about Dana White. We're going to talk about Megyn Kelly. We're going to talk about a guy named Grant Cardone. We might even get a little visit from Megyn Kelly herself. Maybe a little pop in from Grant. I couldn't get Dana White to pop in on the show today because he cusses too much. To each their own. But we're going to talk about Megyn Kelly, Grant Cardone, Dana White, and we're also going to talk about being authentic in your words and your actions, even when it hurts. All that and more. I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive right in. It's time to rise and grind. Y'all know what we do. Let's go.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father
To 8.
and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Hey, good morning. How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Tuesday. That's right. Today is Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible, and I mean incredible day. Dude, Taco Tuesday. What's up, Jessica Bailey? Proud of you. Taco Tuesday. It's got to be one of my favorite days of the week, for sure. I got a couple favorite days of the week, but Tuesday is definitely one of my favorite days of the week because tonight, I don't know what happens in your house on Taco Tuesday, but guess what happens in my house on Taco Tuesday? Nothing. Because we pack up the kids and we go to grandma's house for Taco Tuesday. And grandma and grandpa, they cook and they chase the kids around. And my wife and I sit on the couch and watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune and eat blizzards after we get done with our tacos. And it's amazing. So I always love Tuesday. It's our little reprieve. It's our time. And you can hate on me for my blizzards, and you can hate on me for making my mom chase all my babies around. You can hate on me all you want. I don't care. I love it. It is so stinking amazing. So that's what Taco Tuesday looks like in the Lundy house. I don't know what it looks like for you. Feel free. Drop it down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But check it out. I'm coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right, Lexington, Kentucky, where today we're looking at a balmy 57 degrees, which I'm okay with that. That's what a light jacket, maybe a little heavier at times if there's a little wind, but I'm okay with that. I don't like to be cold. I don't know if I've told you guys that, but not before, but I like to be warm. So I can handle 57. Tomorrow's supposed to be like 75. I like the direction that we are headed in, right? Now, Tuesday in Lexington, Kentucky is not only Taco Tuesday, which is exciting because we go to grandma's, but it's also the day that I get back with my 800% Club members. See, every Tuesday at 2 o'clock, I meet with all of the owners and general managers that are part of the 800% Club. Dude, and I got to tell you, I haven't seen them in a couple weeks. Last week was a Sabbath week for us. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I've seen them, and I miss them. I miss them so much. Like, it is the most energetic thing that I do every week is spending time with my dealers in the 800% Club. Part of the reason is because this is basically what happens every single time.
We're going to be up about 40 units year over year.
We're 15 over last year right now.
By far the biggest January we've ever had, and the largest net profit and most sales volume we've ever had in January.
biggest volume and biggest profit of January ever. That's what I'm talking about.
Up about 85 units over last year.
I'm up 49% year over year.
I agree.
50% increase year over year.
That's beautiful, bro.
It's a little weak. I mean, I was going for 100%.
We're up 19.7%. Service was up 45%. I've got them watching the program as well.
Ooh, nice.
It's changing the culture here, that's for sure.
I mean, how do you not get jacked up, right? How do you not get jacked up when you're providing a service for people and they're getting massive results like that? And so every Tuesday we get on our calls and we go around the room. Everybody shares what's going on and I get all freaking jacked up about it. I love my carb people, right? Like, they're just my people. Does that make sense? Right? They're just my people. Like, you know, when you're around your people, right? Like, there's just something energizing about being around your people. There's this little bit of extra energy. Like, you know, it's like, for example, like if I meet a realtor, all right, I meet a realtor. I'm like, hello, realtor. They're like, hello, Glenn Lundy. And I meet a realtor. We like shake hands, and I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, you're great, right? And we meet. Like, it's a fairly normal interaction if I were to meet a realtor or maybe a plumber or a contractor or another entrepreneur or whatever, right? For the most part, it's a fairly normal interaction. But when I meet a car guy, I'm like, hey, a car guy like me, what's up, man? Bring it in here, right? And it's like hugging and like, it's just a different experience when you run into your people, right? The people that you have this authentic kind of vibe with. Like, there's something about being aligned that builds this authentic human connection, right? And the more real, the more raw, the deeper that experience, the more solid the bond is, right? I'll never forget my car ladies as well, Miss Emily Galler, right? The more real, the more raw, the more authentic the experience, the more solid the bond between humans. And I think we all can agree on that. I think that we've all probably experienced that, right? That extra energy when you just have that authentic, real connection. And yet, though we've all experienced that, though you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, at the same time, many of us still live life with a mask on. We know authentic, real, and raw is what builds strong, powerful bonds. And yet we shelter ourselves consciously and subconsciously. And we really defend against letting anybody know who we really are. And maybe it's because of like embarrassment, maybe it's shame. Maybe it's the fear of being or thinking that you are less than. It's different to experience for everyone. All of those things play in. And what ends up happening is we separate ourselves from the truth, right? Which the truth is, the more authentically you are, the more your dreams will come true. The more authentically you, the more your dreams will come true. I'm going to let you sit on that for just a second. While you're sitting on that, we're going to do some dancing right here on this show. We're going to play a little Tony with the Keys, hashtag rise and grind. And we're going to get these bodies in motion because, listen, an object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So I'm going to need you to get moving this morning, all right? If you're out on a run, pick it up a little bit. If you're out there working out, let's increase that weight. If you are in the middle of your work day, you're in the office space, you're in the car with your kids, I don't care where you are, I don't care what you're doing. I need you to do some dancing this morning. Get that body in motion. If you're in bed, get up. Get out of bed. I understand it's early. You're like, dang, I'm early, man. Let's go. We got stuff to do. I was tired this morning. The alarm went off in the middle of the night last night. I don't know what the heck happened. Messed up the sleep cycles. Went to bed a few minutes late. All the different things. I'm like, man, I'm tired. Don't matter. Get the body in motion. That's what we need from you this morning. This is also the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I don't only believe that as opinion. I got stats, baby. I got data. We got thousands of people all around the world who have said, bro, I changed the way I started my day and it changed my life. It's a fact. So let's go ahead and share this out. The more people we can reach, the more lives we can impact. And something tells me if you're here on this show with me, impact matters to you. That's my guess. So go ahead and hit that share button, bottom of the screen, Clubhouse, Facebook, YouTube, share it out. Lastly, this is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you. And I want you to say good morning to me. Get up, Tarika. You're crazy. This is the part of the show where you say good morning to me and I say good morning to you. Does that sound fair? Randy Wagner, good morning. Ryan Gallagher, I'm glad you're here. Kim Fair is in the building. Danielle Baldwin and William Bush, I am glad you are here. I see Ramona is in the building. I also see Don Sankey, Mindy, and Peter. How you doing, Tori? Dr. Fred, my guy Core Element is in the building. Leisha Moore's got some tacos for us. Russell Hill's up here this morning. Great day, Glenn. Really enjoyed our time yesterday. Amazing. You bet, Russell. I really enjoyed doing the podcast with you yesterday. It was amazing. It was really incredible. LaWanda Barber, Darrell Walker, not Daryl Walker. Tom Popelka. What's up, Daniel Baldwin? We've got Ann Reese in the building. Cheryl Brody, I'm so glad you're here. Tony Schmidt, what up? Christine Green, a part of the 800% Club team. I'm so glad you're here. Michael Barrick is in the building. Shelly Jean. Kayla, what's up, Kayla? Kayla Millionaire. What an awesome last name. Lou Ramirez, Tara Hope. We got Emma Primacino is in the building. Mabel, what's up, Mabel Peralta? Great to see you as well. Lauren LaPointe is in the building. Tony T. Dodge is up in here. What's up, River? How you doing? Nicole and Yale and Terrence is in the building. LaWanda and Talisa. I see Yvonne. I see Hattie. I see Mr. Dayton. I see Sonia and LaFern. Judy is up in here this morning. What's up, Mac? How are you? Miranda's up in here. James and Annette. Golly, man, I can't tell you guys. I just love hanging out with all you folks. I really do. Y'all are my folks too. Y'all are my people. I love hanging out with you. And I love the diversity that always exists in this room, man. You got black folks, you got white folks, you got brown folks, you got mixed folks, you got women, you got dudes, you got young people, you got old people, you got car people and real estate agents and nurses and doctors and lawyers. All the folks, man. It's amazing. I love hanging out with you folks. But listen, hey, in the midst of all that, if you are one of my auto peeps, if you're in the automotive world, you're an owner or general manager of a car dealership, we got an event coming up, Nashville, Tennessee, March 15th. That's right, March 15th. If you're in the program, March 14th through 16th. If you're not quite a member yet, March 15th. You got to check this out. It's going to be freaking amazing. Dealer owners, you're still facing inventory shortages. Profits are shrinking and the economy is shifting. And yet you and I both know that growth matters. And ultimately volume solves everything. That's why you need the 2023 Growth Matters Summit in Nashville, Tennessee. With Brad Lee, Lisa Copeland, Andy Elliott, Danelle Delgado, and myself, Glenn Lundy, the founder of the 800% Elite Automotive Club and the #1 speaker in America. Come together with owners and GMs of dealerships from all across America for this exclusive one-time event. Come learn how to utilize one simple formula to grow 25% in the next 90 days. To use specific strategies to grow and scale in a downed economy, and how to acquire and turn used inventory consistently and at scale. All of that and much, much more brought to you by VinQ and the 800% Elite Automotive Club. It's the Growth Matters Summit, Nashville, Tennessee. We look forward to seeing you there.
Who are you? Like, for real. Think about it for a second. Like, who are you? You see, I'm Glenn Lundy. I'm a husband to 1 and a father to 8. That's right, I got 8 babies. I'm Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8, and the greatest speaker in America. Who are you?
Over the course of human history, those individuals that have had the biggest impact have been amazing speakers with epic stories that have literally changed the world. And now we are in search of the next great American speaker. Welcome to the Great American Speak-Off.
Turn to someone, give them a high five, look in their eyes and say, I love your face.
I love your face.
I love your face.
I love your face.
Human connection matters.
On his first job application, it said nearest relative. He wrote 9 miles.
The goal of the Great American Speak-Off is to find the next undiscovered, ignored person that can actually inspire the world.
Man, you took me on a ride.
She is a powerful speaker.
I'm feeling hot. Voices that have a powerful message to spread, that need to be heard.
I was on the run in Austin, Texas from the Secret Service. And bam!
Incredible. Who has that speech that can transform this world?
Bro, you did an incredible job. We had a vision that we could search several cities across the country.
Let's go!
And we thought maybe 1,000 people would sign up. And 27,000 signed up.
I was at Sonic Drive-In and 2 beautiful women pulled up to me. See, I didn't know it, but I had verbally signed a contract to be pimped.
The world told me that if I stuttered while I spoke, that I should just not speak.
I got goosebumps.
That's a big fat yes for me.
I love it.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Damn,
Yes.
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 Only the best of the best will move forward to get on the big stage in front of the entire audience.
We want America to decide who the next great speaker is. You're gonna have to show up and lay it all on the table.
This is stage fright.
When you get in your head, you're dead.
Captain's log, 76.5.
Is this serious?
Oh, goddamn, I don't want to see the gimmicks. If any of these people think I'm gonna give them a break, straight up bullshit. I will not give them a break.
What do you guys think, huh?
You'd be a blast to have a drink with, but I wouldn't put you on my stage.
Very soft-spoken at your tone. I was like, all right, he could be a phone sex person.
Just watch me now. Just watch me. Breathing it all in, baby.
I mean, I'm like, is she courageous or is she fucking nuts?
Yeah! You're not teaching me anything. I'm not going anywhere with you.
Here's my problem with you, okay?
I completely disagree with Grant's feedback.
In that moment, I realized that my daughter was a reflection of me.
Some of these people are freaking amazing.
You've got an amazing presence.
Some of the best, most talented people I've ever listened to in my entire life.
I just want to tell you that it really touched me.
You've got to make your dreams so big that your past is embarrassed to show up.
Inspiration is the greatest human act. Nothing can beat inspiration. I just want to tell you, cowboy redneck, that this black girl loves you.
Amazing.
You are, for real, one of my favorites.
You are a great American speaker.
Legendary.
Glenn Lundy, blow the roof off.
Authentic stories, authentic shares, authentic people, and a big dub. A big old W for your boy, Glenn Lundy. And I apologize, I forgot that in that trailer there's a couple F-bombs. I'm watching it, I'm like, oops, my bad. I know there's some young people that are listening to the show today. I apologize. Should have reviewed that video again. But authentic stories, right? Authentic, powerful, incredible stories. Last week, I both spoke at and attended 10X GrowthCon, the number one business conference in the world. I shared the stage with Marky Mark, that's right, Mark Wahlberg, Megyn Kelly, of course, Grant Cardone himself. There's this one guy there, don't know if you know him or not, but this guy named Tom Brady, walking down the same runway I was walking down, was sitting on the same stage. It was amazing. Stephen A. Smith was there. Dana White was there. You had Elena Cardone. She spoke on the stage. Sabrina Cardone, Scarlett Cardone. They even had Stedman, bro. Like Oprah's Stedman. You know what I'm talking about? That Stedman, that guy. He was there speaking on the stage. And it was wild, man, because not only did I have that opportunity to speak and win, but I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot while I was there. And one of the biggest takeaways that I had while I was there, the biggest thing that I noticed is that every single speaker on that stage, every single guest on that stage, every single highly successful, these are incredibly successful humans, every single one of them was authentically themselves. No masks, no BS, just their authentic, true selves. Megyn Kelly. Perfect example, right? If you look up Megyn Kelly, go to her bio, it says Megyn Marie Kelly is an American conservative journalist and media personality. She currently hosts a talk show and a podcast, The Megyn Kelly Show, that airs live daily on Sirius XM. She was a talk show host at Fox News from 2004 to 2017 and a host and correspondent with NBC News from 2017 to 2018. Megyn Kelly is a boss lady. She is the real deal. And she speaks her mind completely true and authentic, even though she is authentic in her words and actions, even when it hurts. And it does hurt sometimes. She gets hate. She gets kickback. She gets kicked off of networks. She gets all of these things. But you know what? She's like, I don't care. I'm going to authentically speak my words and my actions. And she really inspired all of us because she was like, yo, if everybody's going to sit back and be afraid to be canceled or be afraid to hurt somebody's feelings, then we can't move forward. We can't evolve. She's like, look, man, this is America. We have the right to hurt other people's feelings. We have the right to do so. If this is what we believe and this is what we're willing to fight for and it hurts someone else's feelings, that's okay. We have freedom of speech in America. We are free to speak. And the instant we remove that, the instant we start everybody putting on a mask and shielding and saying, no, I'm just going to fall in line, then we don't become free America. We're just a bunch of sheep. The girl's got a powerful voice and she's not afraid to use it.
It is part of a pattern, and it ties in with the allegations that have been made against him recently that he was screaming at his co-host Caitlin Collins because she had the temerity to interrupt him, and he was annoyed. It's hard to be demoted from the primetime solo anchor to the morning show co-anchor, having to share your set with these annoying women. Thank God they're in their prime. At least he wasn't subjected to that indignity. Look into it. If any reporter worth their salt would actually do some digging, call CNN. Do it. Call their HR right now. Find out whether he's got a history of harassing his female colleagues. I dare any reporter out there to do it. All right? I'll do it myself. I'll do it today after the show, and I'll get back to you on what they say. He does not respect women. He does not see women as equals. He views women who are over the age of 40 as past their due date. And this is who they have covering, Nikki Haley. How's that going to go? How are we supposed to look at him as viewers and take anything he has to say about female politicians, never mind Republicans, seriously?
See, she don't mess around. The girl just speaks the truth. And she went off on that stage. And I was like, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Do we agree on everything? I don't know. Do we align on everything? I don't know. Is she my people? I don't know. I don't know her like that. Here's what I do know. She was authentic, she was real, and she was raw. And golly, I have so much respect for that in today's day and age. No shame, no embarrassment, no I'm less than. No hiding behind a curtain or hiding behind a mask. Even when it hurts, authentic in her words and actions. Same thing was true with Dana White. Dana Frederick White Jr. is an American businessman who serves as president of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, a global mixed martial arts organization. In August 2019, White's net worth was estimated at $500 million. I'm assuming that number is way higher than that now. He owns multiple businesses. He owns a hamburger restaurant. He owns slap fighting. Have you guys seen that slap fighting, right? They call it slap fighting. It's just slap, right? Just they stand across from each other and and just slap people across the face. And he's getting so much grief because he's promoting this slap fight thing, and he bought it, and he's promoting it, he's pushing out, and he's getting so much grief. They're like, oh, it's so violent, and oh, the person's hurting, and that's not a sport. They're just hitting each other. Oh my goodness, how can anybody watch this? What's wrong with America? And he's like, dude, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Period. Yup. People are going to get hurt. They sure are. Yup. But guess what? And he broke down the stats on the stage. He was like, guess what? In UFC and all the years, blah, 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 blah. We've had like zero deaths and very few major injuries. Boxing, on the other hand, has had like 37 major injuries, deaths every year. Like, he broke down the stats. He's like, bro, I'm all about safety. I'm all about taking care of these guys. But I'm also all about hard-hitting, impact, show-stopping, mind-boggling stuff. And that's what he builds. And he's like, and I don't care. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter to me. Don't watch. Don't pay attention. You go your way, I'll go my way. So authentic, so real, so raw. And I have so much respect. I mean, he talked about the hate that he gets, the attacks that he's constantly getting. He talked about his mistakes. He made a big mistake on New Year's Eve. He talked about it. He owned it. He's like, bro, I made a freaking huge mistake. I've been married for 27 years. Had too many drinks. Made a huge mistake, right? He shared it. He talked about the truth about himself and also the lies that people have told about him. But through it all, he is authentic in his words and his actions, even if it hurts. And I don't know about you, but I can't help but respect that. Don't have to know the man. Don't have to align with the man. Don't have to agree with everything the man's done. But I respect people that can be authentic in their words and their actions. And then, of course, there's Grant Cardone himself. Grant Cardone, CEO of Cardone Capital, best-selling author of the 10X Rule, founder of the 10X Movement and the 10X Growth Conference. He owns and operates 7 privately held companies and has a $4 billion portfolio of multi-family projects. You talk about wanting to stir up some stuff. This guy stirs up stuff all the time.
If I made $400 grand a year, I would be embarrassed with myself as a husband, a father, basically as a human being. You guys haven't done the math because you cannot live on $400 grand a year. And if you think you can live on $400 grand a year, I might have to go back and add number 1. Nothing. Anybody can make $400 grand a year. All you got to do is show up. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. You guys don't need to agree with me. I've already been paid my fee. I am not here to satisfy you. I don't care if you like me or not, man. I want to move a handful of people in the room to go from $400 grand a year to start thinking about how do I make $4 million? Big boy right over here. What'd you make last year? 2.7. How hell does anybody live on $2.7 million a year? My plane eats $2.7 million a year. This dude needs to think different. He's running out of time, man. You guys all in the room, man, you're running out of time. You're in a space that is so frothy with opportunity, it's unbelievable.
Grant is constantly out there stirring stuff up. Not to mention, he also is a firm believer, very deep into the Church of Scientology. He also has a faithful background when it comes to Christianity and his belief in Jesus, and that causes all kinds of conflict because people don't think those two things can go together, right? And so he makes statements like that. If you don't make $400,000 a year, you're broke. He makes statements like you shouldn't buy your house. You should rent your house and own the places that you rent. He makes a lot of controversial statements, not to be controversial. It's because he's speaking his truth. It's what he believes. It's how he's gotten to be successful. He's authentic in his words and his actions. It's not like he's just spitting stuff out and then behind the scenes he's doing something different. Trust me, I know. I've gotten to know the guy really well. I've been following him since 1999. You can't fake something for 24 years. That's not how it works. He's authentic in his words and his actions, even when it hurts. And believe me, he gets punched in the face often. So what does all this have to do with you? Well, let's go back to what I said earlier. We all can respect people who are authentic. We all can respect people that are aligned in their words and their actions. We don't have to agree with them. We don't have to like them. We don't have to hang out with them. But yet we can't help but respect it. When people are authentic and they're real and they're raw, it creates a different kind of bond, a different level of trust. This is important because I see it happening all over communities that I know, people I know, especially in today's day and age, 2023. What's up, Dave Hart? With social media, with highlight reels, it's really easy to put on a filter. It's really easy to put on a mask. It's really easy to hit re-record. It's really easy to cut, to edit, to slice, to dice. It's really easy to do all of those things. It's easy to do those things in our relationships. It's easy to do those things in our marriages. It's easy. It's becoming an epidemic to where it's very easy to lie, fake, hide your authentic truths, who you really are. And I want to challenge you to throw that out the window. Because I know you have this desire deep down inside you. I know that you and I are children of God. I know that. And as children of God, I know that you inspire to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, just like I do. Not an average version, not a below average version, but the absolute best. I know that you aspire to that. And my job, why I've been put here on this planet, is to bring people together, equip them with the tools they need to succeed, and inspire them to greatness, right? That's why I'm here. And so one of the tools that I want to give you today is that the more authentic you can be in your words and your actions, no matter how much it hurts, the higher level of success and the further reach of impact you're going to make. And that's just a fact, Jack. So listen, I love you. If nobody's told you this yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. And when I say I love you, I'm not talking about the filter. I'm not talking about the image you want to portray. I'm not talking about the best polished up, covered up version of you. I'm talking about you, man, your authentic, true spirit, your soul. I love that person. I truly do. You're my sister. You're my brother. Thanks for joining me here on the show today. I'll be back again 5:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. 5:30 tomorrow morning. I'll be back. We'll do it again. If you guys want to go chat a little bit more, we can hang out. It's great to see you, Jump Ball Gidry. If you want to go chat a little bit more, I'll go over to Clubhouse. We can hang out over there for a little while. Otherwise, if you're watching this on a replay or a little bit later in the day, we are on Clubhouse until 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow. We can do it all over again. Does that sound good? All right, cool. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Mañana. See ya.
Every day I wake up is a blessing and a challenge. Ain't no stressing, I just manage. Steady building up my balance. I've been trusted with these talents to use to my advantage, to expand my vantage and level up my status. I got a calling, I feel like Solomon. Forever we ballin', for heaven I'm conquering, and I'm going all in. Whether I got 5 talents or 1, I'm gonna make it multiply until you tell me well done, well done. I don't do no stressing. Know you see me flexing, yeah, praise is my weapon. I'm just reaching for my blessings, stretching, reaching for my blessings. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. See me winning cause I got faith in God's grace. I've been putting in overtime, I've been working all day. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. The mission is to be the best version of myself. Make the world better when I've left and build generational wealth. Teaching your lessons, leave an impression. Increase my investments, keep reaching for your blessings. We rise, evolve, impact together. Out here building bridges, stretch it to the max. Ain't about my father's business. Certain I've been working daily on my grind, put it in overdrive, cause it's time to grow for God. I don't do no stressing. Know you see me flexing, yeah, praise is my weapon. I'm just reaching for my blessings, stretching, reaching for my blessings. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. Grow your business for God's sake. See me winning cause I got faith in God's grace. See me winning cause I got God's faith. I've been putting in overtime, I've been working all day. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. No stressing, because I know no weapon is ever gonna prosper or keep me from my blessings. You giving me a message and answered all my questions. Living life abundant, so I don't do recessions. Faith without works is dead, and I've been doubling up. I got a lot to give, the numbers I'm running them up. It's your good and faithful servant with a 5 talents or 1, and I'm gonna multiply until you tell me well done, well done. I don't do no stressing. Know you see me flexing, yeah, praise is my weapon. I'm just reaching for my blessings, stretching, reaching for my blessings. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake. Grow your business for God's sake. See me winning cause I got faith in God's grace. See me winning cause I got God's faith. I've been putting in overtime, I've been working all day. Grow your business for God's sake, for God's sake.